In this video, we are going to show how to create PlanGrid sheet sets inside Trimble Business Center version 3.4 using advanced drafting. In this example, we have a corridor and some surface that was used to create a corridor. The next step we need to do is we're going to create a plan set. So we can call this a test plan set and a new sheet set. And as a sheet set type, a new option is available called PlanGrid. And as a paper size, we can select any paper size. So in this case, we're gonna stick with the A3 size, 11 by 17 inches. There's a new option called DynaView Boundary Collection. If you select New and Create DynaView Boundary Collection command is executed. Same effect would be if you would launch Create DynaView Boundary Collection from the ribbon menu. So we can call this a DynaView Collection and specify the width on paper as well as the plot scale. So in this example, we're gonna say everything in our project needs to be plotted in 1 to 1000, and we can specify how many columns and rows in that boundary collection we need to have, as well what is the X and Y overlap between the consecutive sheets. And if you select the first sheet origin, you get a preview of that DynaView collection and how it would it look like. So let's say you have to plot everything in your project within 1 to 500, and by selecting now the first sheet origin, you can notice that now not whole area is going to be covered. So in that case, you may want to decide to increase the number of columns and rows, and now you can see that probably everything is going to fit, and we may have one column extra that we can remove. So within this definition, all of our project should fit easily. By left click, the collection is going to be placed, and you can also choose a rotation. In this case, we're going to stick with the 0 rotation, apply and close. You can also modify the grid settings for the boundary collection using the new grid style manager. By selecting new, here you have some options similar as in our cross-section plotting that was released with the version 3.21. Here we can define the different elements such as grid lines and labels and text and their appearance in the sheet view. Notice these are using smart text, so you can definitely define your own text and use smart text labels like easting and northing in this case to be displayed, as well as their offset from the label, as well as the major and minor ticks display. After that has been done, simply hit OK. After you hit OK, notice that under plan sets, there's the test plan sheet set, and all the individual sheets have been created, so you can now go into the individual sheet and see the appearance of the individual sheet. As you can see here, a different view filter can be applied to the sheet set versus the plan view. So you can go to the sheet set and change the view filter from all to your particular filter. And if we close this and we rebuild sheets, notice that those elements are gone. Also notice here our text is probably bigger than we want, so you would go back to the PlanGrid manager and modify the grid style and change the appearance of the text. Notice now the labels are much smaller. Then you can play with the offset and move these to the left and right. Add the sheet template to the sheet set, which would define your project border and other elements. You can also use view to jump between different sheets and see how different elements appear in different sheets. You can have multiple sheets open at the same time and navigate between to see how they appear. You can also go to the print plan set command. Here you have all the sheets that are created. You can select none or just select several that you want, and if you say print to PDF, these sheets are going to be sent to PDF. Here you can see your sheets in PDF as they would appear on a piece of paper before you decide to plot them out. That concludes our video on how to create and edit PlanGrid sheet sets and use DynaView boundary collections with a fixed scale inside Trimble Business Center version 3.4.